Hello and welcome to Internet Supreme Court. I'm Chief Justice Bacon, and we're here to judge the weekly cultural zeitgeist and all things internet related. Each week, our dishonorable judges will bring a case to present, and we will judge it. That includes you, the jury in the chat there. We're going to be judging some pretty important cases tonight, so it's a pretty good thing that we're not corrupt like the real Supreme Court. Just want to point out, by the way, that we got a brand new bribes QR code to make the bribes a little bit easier this week. So if you bribe, your bribe does show up in this corner, and we thank you. Anyway, Internet Supreme Court this week is brought to you by, oh, that's right. I received a pretty, whoa. Okay, we got tipped by the devil, defying cavities. Thank you so much for the $6. I'm going to use that on drugs, maybe. So the Sponge Monkeys have given us so much money. Actually defying cavity, just so you know, with that amount of money, you could buy my segment for pretty cheap. I'm a very, very cheap bribe. And the Sponge Monkeys, they paid me to not only play their new music video that they made for us, but also, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and give them the first, 5 minutes of my time, my bench time, as I call it. So let's go ahead and watch this new music video by the Sponge Monkeys.
We love it in the Supreme Court, 'cause they are good to us. We love justice. There is a Bacon and a Kelly and a Lopez and a girl one. We love justice. We love justice. Yes, thank you so much, Chief Justice Bacon, for giving us our final time to shine once again. Quiznos, if you're watching this, look at what we've become. Look what you've done to Jimmy. Let's welcome the other judges. Day Lopez.
Hello.
Aye.
I have a question for you, Monkeys.
Ah, ah,
Why did you kill Quiznos? Quiznos was
Guys!
delicious.
No. It was
so
a
good.
series of bad investments and poor business strategies that
You
took
think it's-
Quiznos down.
Do you think it started with you two? I think it did.
No. Our song is beloved, and you could find
No.
it. You could. More people listen to our song than eat at a Quiznos.
If I think about the Quiznos life cycle, I see up, 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 up. Sponge monkeys, down, 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 down.
That's not causation and not correlation are not connected.
You're
It
the
is-
Sammy Hagars of Quiznos. Just admit it.
Yeah. That's not what happened.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. Pharma, do you know Harma? Oh, right. Hey, guys.
Guy.
Oh, my God. What's going on, man? We talking
What?
Quiznos?
Big Pharma, if you're also watching this, Sponge Monkeys could do a commercial for like Cialis or something.
Please don't. Big Pharma is already ruining the country. We don't need
I feel like
this.
they'd be good for Big Farmer.
All right. Kelly.
Oh God, another sponge monkey. Why do we have two tornadoes of sponge monkeys?
Hey, buddy. Bird.
I don't know where Bacon is, but it's actually
yeah.
disturbing me.
Yeah, I
to look at
paid to use his time. I
Listen,
paid him off.
he didn't split that funds with us, so unfortunately, Sponge Monkey, I'm going to give you the boot so we can
Yeah.
start these cases.
Wow.
Thank you for
Wow.
doing that.
I mean, honestly, the voice was great, though. It was really soothing. I feel like we could do like a 10-hour ASMR tape of just that voice. The Sponge Monkey?
We need a lo-fi beat of that sponge
Yeah.
monkey.
That's what we need next.
Bacon, you're back.
Hi, how's it going?
And you can't sell time to
I can.
these.
With those bribes,
Well-
cavity search, or whoever you were, defying cavity.
Define cavity.
I think it was cavity search.
I will also sell my time to you.
Oh goodness, this is an inauspicious start, everybody.
Yeah, listen,
It's
we had
great.
to stop
Hey-
I think it's been
the
a great
Sponge
week.
Monkeys were going to filibuster all day if we didn't give them.
I think the Sponge Monkeys got enough time. I think they got enough time.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna come
decided
back.
I
They're
If
coming
they
yield-
weren't
back.
dead.
I
If they weren't
yielded
dead
their time
before.
on their behalf.
It's not often you see the death knell of an internet meme.
Oh, thanks. I'm really excited this week. Everyone's back. Welcome back. We had Chad the Bird guest judge last week. Sit in.
Yeah.
Real fun.
Saw
You
William
guys
Hung
enjoy your-
showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
I
a-
paid
a
for a
shout
William
out.
Hung cameo.
That's amazing.
That's where those bribes are going, people. Make sure that you keep.
If we get to $30
cameo.
on the bribe chart, then I've made my money back on my William Hung cameo.
Now that we're on Twitch, I feel like we could probably, get some bits to go towards William
Yeah.
Hung.
I think so.
Yeah.
The bacon
Start
bit.
mining. Start mining, audience.
Should we get more cameos of Sponge Monkey?
Did we pay for that? Please, oh God.
They paid me $1.
Oh,
I met him outside a gas
Then I
station.
support.
I meet a lot of great characters outside gas stations.
You have too many people you meet outside of gas stations. This is a problem. You're about to be a father, Bacon.
Yeah, why are you visiting gas stations so much? Don't you have an electric car?
I go there, just in spite of Elon.
Okay. You just
That's
pour
good.
gas on the
That's good.
ground.
Yeah, I buy gas, I pour it on the ground. They don't care as long as you buy it. You go down.
Oh my God.
I go
Chicago's
inside. I
falling
get a
apart.
Slim Jim. It's great.
Again, that's where your donations are going, people.
Yeah, Slim Jims and non-alcoholic beer. I've been really enjoying that lately.
Yeah, there's
You
some
really
good
have.
haze. I had some
have.
good NAs in Belgium, like about a month
Oh,
ago.
yeah?
That's the first one I've had in like 6 years. It was very good. I had
Yeah.
last week
Yeah,
in
Belgium has good
Mexico.
ones.
I had an NA mezcal, Almave, Almave, the best NA mezcal I've ever had in my life. It was so good. It was so good.
Wow.
That's
And
all.
you had a fun time? Anything you want to announce from that or no, Nate? No.
He
Let's
just said that
see.
he had the best NA drink of his
The
life.
best NA drink
I
of the
That was
disappointed
why
a
he
lot
went.
You
of
want to say that you went to Mexico? Do you
I
want to say
disappointed a lot
that you
of
went to Mexico?
workers that I didn't know Spanish. I
Oh.
disappointed airline attendants because I didn't take any drinks on the end. And I got engaged. There's that. So I disappointed a
Oh.
real life woman.
I love that every week we just become a little bit closer to a morning zoo radio station.
Yes.
Sure.
That's
I
my
don't know why you
goal.
would
That's
say
my
that.
goal. And speaking of morning radio, let's talk about some sports, actually,
All right.
because we
Oh yeah.
had an awesome new sports meme this week that I'm really excited about because most of the time when you get a sports meme, especially from the fans' perspective, it's pretty negative. You know,
Yep.
it's like they're kind of in pain. Like we all know this one. This one's great because like you do this at home when your team really sucks for a long time, and you're like, why are you even?
Yep.
What the
Yeah.
what the
Seems-
fuck?
Perfect for the Jaguars, but yeah.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Yeah, this kid. Remember this, you guys? You know,
It's
this
the
was so
braces,
sad.
rubber bands that do it for me.
Yeah, this poor kid. When it's like the emotion, like this is raw human emotion. He was so upset.
I'll
This
bet he
one's
does
probably
this.
going to have its. Wait, go ahead, Nate. Sorry.
He's done that for Fortnite at least a dozen times too.
Okay.
This is not.
And
a
I
kid who's
did
in
it to him.
control.
Okay. He's an adult now. He goes to Harvard. We could do a whole episode on.
So he's
him,
probably on the
actually.
Supreme Court or Doge.
I think he is one of the Doge kids.
That would make sense.
This one, like, just utter disappointment. I mean, you're just getting destroyed, and you're in there.
The Santa hat is a very
Sandwich
nice
between-
addition.
Yeah.
Really great addition.
This
that
is
a
from-
Packer
Tesla?
fan
Oh, it's
sandwich.
Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans. They have one of the worst logos in sports. This one just happened last Bears Packer game, and it's like a Renaissance painting. I love it so much.
That's
There's
Who
so
won
many-
that game?
The Bears did at like on a last second field goal, and in Green Bay they have this thing called the Lambeau Leap, where if they score a touchdown, they jump into the stands. Well, a lot of times like teams to like troll them go to like try to jump in the stands. This is right afterwards, and that woman is not. They like push and hit you.
Jesus.
She is 100% cheese curd. That's
Yeah.
all she is.
I also just really like this guy back here.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
He's
guy's
mean-mugging.
center. Yeah, he's like, God damn it, they've done it again. This guy's been to a few disappointing games,
Yeah, I like the Bears fan smiling in the back. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very funny.
This whole thing, we could do a breakdown on fans if we end up liking this one. But let's see. Let's move on to this meme that just happened is from a Bulls-Lakers game. And the Chicago Bulls at this point, there was only 6 seconds left. They were down 6 points, and they ended up being up by 1 point. But then the Lakers just scored here and went up by 1 point. So now there's 3 seconds left, and the Bulls don't have enough time to get all the way down the court. And I'll just play this GIF here. Drains it.
Woo!
That's incredible. Over LeBron.
Over
He used
LeBron.
his whole body for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a beautiful
Oh.
poster.
And he was calling it before, it's a beautiful poster. So right after that happens, they show, the guys celebrating, and that's really cool. They show the fans celebrating. You could even see back here these two fans embracing.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Like, oh my God,
Very
God,
sweet.
so awesome, right? And then we have these guys, they show these fans, but the one fan that they keyed in on is this guy.
So good. good.
Sad Lakers fans make the world. Fuck, you got Luca for free, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck
I do
this
like he
guy.
literally has a neck beard.
Yeah.
Put it all. We'll go back to that guy, but like that's how a lot of Lakers fans were acting. Because one, it's basketball. It's only one game. It's not that big of a deal. The Bulls suck. That this is like the Bulls, finals. Because
That's their championship.
This is their championship because there's always been the Lakers Bulls rivalry kind of thing. But look at these fans right here. They're both like kind of smiling. That dude in the upper right, if the camera just zoomed in on him, he would have also been a meme. But they just they got lucky because it was really just focused on that guy dancing.
It looks like that last one you had looked like the guy from Workaholics. And
I
Chris
literally,
Daughtry.
Yes.
I was just about to say he looks like the dude from Workaholics.
Yeah. But that's a big Chris Daughtry down in the bottom left too. So
It is. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This also, by the way, this is called Surrender Cobra. When your team does something, you go, oh, and you put both your hands in your head. Surrender Cobra.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
That's a good word.
But this is awesome. If you watch this shot, this guy right here is already calling it. His arms are up.
Whoa.
Like he's the first guy to call it. See if I got him right there. See him there?
That's pretty sweet.
So I'll play it again.
Yep.
Hold on. You
Hands
can
are
see
up.
a lot. There.
Boom.
Then up here left, one arm up guy. This guy's second.
That's pretty awesome. This is such a great shot because you have LeBron in the front, then Luca center, then you have all those fans. That's a pretty sweet shot right there. 0-0. It's a great picture.
And that guy's calling it before there's still time left on the clock. That guy in the front row, there's 0.7 seconds left. He's like, he's got it.
Go back a little bit. Just like a little bit. While he's running down the court right before he shoots it.
Okay.
Just real
right
quick.
from the bullseye.
1, 2. How many steps? 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I forgot we got an LA person on the.
Listen, I am not a fan of any and either, and I don't.
He just dribbled it there. Sorry, you don't see it. He dribbles it there. That's a dribble.
Yep, that's a dribble right there.
1, 2, 2.
God, it feels like the 90s again.
It would be hilarious if they go traveling with LeBron right there. The dude will take 19 steps.
I know.
But there's also so many. If this guy right here, hold on, right there. Do you see the purple?
Yeah, and the yellow.
Lakers jersey right there. If you watch him, now let me turn that off. He's celebrating. He has his phone out.
Oh, buddy.
He runs. He's like celebrating. He's got his phone. He's like, yeah, he's jumping. Yeah. This guy right here. Yeah.
The guy next to him too. It looks like he's there with his kid.
That's a different kid in a different row.
Yellow.
That kid's in a different row. Look, this guy comes from the row before him. I love that we're Zapruder filming this. This is so perfect.
You
can watch
such a Lakers fan thing to do. Man, God, they just glom onto everything, don't they? Ugh.
Listen, sometimes it's exciting.
Look at this kid over here. It was just so cool. It was just so cool. I think people are just like, holy cow, look at that one girl next to that kid jumping up and down. Yeah. Also, I mean, my favorite is this dad in the White Sox jersey. And it's 05 because that's when they won the World Series. So he's got a special World Series one. But look at him. He runs up too. He's like, oh my God, I want to get in. But then he stops and he's like, I can't. I technically can't touch any of you.
That is wild. That is wild.
Insane. And then, let's see. What I want to show is pay attention to the bench of the Lakers. This is one of the best things about watching basketball is you could see the bench players. Ooh.
They know it right there.
They know it.
Yeah, the guy at the end went down on his
Right
knees.
here.
Oh, okay. What's it? Is it a cobra pose if you're down in between your knees,
Oh, I don't. If that.
or is
I
that
don't.
the like anti-panic attack move? Is that what that is?
Oh, that's the
We-
frog. He's become a frog. He went past Cobra.
This
That
is
was-
this is giving me real Simpsons. If you pause right here, you can see the exact second his heart breaks.
Yeah.
Energy. Like-
Right here. Because he knows when he starts to squat, he's like, no,
Yep.
no.
Wild.
Right there, no.
He went
No.
down with the ball
Yeah.
as it
Yeah,
goes
he
into
did.
the hoop.
Yeah. Watch
guys
this
all
guy, by the
know.
way. This guy sees it happen and tries to leave. And this guy like has to be like, no, we can't leave yet. We like go back.
Yeah.
He's watch him and he's no. Oh fuck. Bye guys. Let me
Yeah.
go, man.
He tried to
Yeah.
Morgan Whalen out of there.
But and two of them already are hitting the tunnel. Look, or three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bye.
why not? Just get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah. Wow.
Couldn't have
and
a
it was
better
in
group of
Chicago
guys.
too, huh? No.
Yeah. Oh.
With his brand new Lakers hat.
Listen, he just wanted
Oh,
really
maybe
good
not.
deep
That's a
dish.
Kobe.
That the look on his face says a million emotions.
It's
really
so
does.
good. It's so good. Like, I don't even want to clown on Lakers fans on this because, like, this is actually, I would say, like, out of fan reaction memes, this one's pretty great. Like, this
Is he-
one's.
It is really
Go
good,
ahead.
and honestly, we saw it on What Won the Week, and this Won the Week for a good friend of ours,
Mhm.
Eric Connor, and he showed us this, and freaking phenomenal. I was like, this has got to be a new meme. Great reaction GIF. I'm sure you could probably do it right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what this is. I'll share this on our Instagram and our Blue Sky and all that stuff. I mean, I wish the camera stayed a little longer because it's right when he looks up, it's like, I think
Question
right
about
then,
this guy.
Does it have a name though?
yeah, it's like sad
Lakers disappointment?
fan or
Sad-
something.
sad
Yeah.
Lakers?
The
I'll put
world
it in
burns.
when I post
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
guy,
that's great.
question about him. You think he's on vacation, an investment banker, or Second City? What's he doing in Chicago?
Mm.
I think he's Second City.
So let me
You think so?
this
Possibly.
is
I
our
do.
this is our first time dealing with like an in real time meme.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, a year from now, what do we think this is most often utilized for contextually? Right,
I mean,
like
it's probably on the NBA subreddit.
Okay.
Most like comment.
It's a
like,
good ratio one too. When you have the troll on Instagram who posts something and then he gets ratioed by that first comment. This would be
Yeah.
a great ratio GIF underneath that.
so like
But I don't
the
know if
version
anyone's get it.
the version that I'm thinking of is like taking this GIF. We have to imagine it's like 10 years ago, right? And it's like this GIF, and you write La La Land on it and say like the end of the Oscars 2000,
That's pretty funny.
2011. You know what I mean? Like everybody's cheering,
Yeah.
like the disappointment on his face.
Oh, I have to take this off real quick, but I forgot that there's an awesome, like if you actually listen to the audio from the game, because it's basketball game, so it's like the home crowd announcers, so they like lose their minds,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. I just have to pull that up. I'll play it after the next one. But yeah, that's the dejected Lakers fan. We'll see if that one sticks. I mean, sports ones are really hard because there's a new sports one all the time. Oh yeah, no, kill it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with
that's-
that too. I think it's
I'd
good.
say,
I like this one.
if I had found this meme early enough in the week, I feel like when the news broke that Val Kilmer died, I would probably use this.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Wow.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
If you haven't seen the documentary Val, check that out. It's awesome.
It's very good.
Yes.
I want
Yeah,
to ask
right,
you
right.
guys a really quick question because obviously sports is not my world. Really.
No.
Oh, really?
Um,
I didn't notice that you were super quiet for that.
Yeah, no, I know that's shocking.
No.
But the closest I come to sports, is the greatest sport of all, which is of course professional wrestling. Professional wrestling
great.
has its own types of memes, and it makes me curious. Are any of you familiar with Undertaker Guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, Undertaker guy?
Yeah, Undertaker Guy.
Guy
Not
that I
Undertaker.
don't know.
Okay, I want to bring this up for just a very quick second. We will do in the future, I'm sure, a much deeper dive into Undertaker Guy. But the story behind this is that WrestleMania 30, The Undertaker had wrestled in like 20 WrestleMania matches and never lost a single one. And then at WrestleMania 30, out of nowhere, he's up against Brock Lesnar, and everyone's like, well, for sure, Undertaker's going to beat Brock Lesnar. Like, why wouldn't he beat Brock Lesnar? And then, spoiler alert, he in fact did not beat Brock Lesnar. And God bless any of the cameramen working for the WWE, because they immediately cut to this person in the crowd who is baffled by this decision, just with utter disappointment, eyes as wide as can be.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
I don't, that's great.
Oh my God, that guy's having his mind fucking blown.
That's awesome.
People hated Brock Lesnar, man.
They still
I-
do.
UFC hates him too. It's crazy how much he's hated.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite sports reaction that I just had to throw out there. But yes, Bacon, it sounds like the votes on this new meme are not guilty.
Yeah, it's a good meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great
Yeah, I'm
meme.
very excited for that meme.
I do have the sound.
Okay.
I hope it works. So let's listen to this. Is the announcer's reaction.
Oh my God! I cannot believe this! Elizabeth! I'm coming, baby! Oh, Lord!
That's funny.
Wait, was that literally a wrestling number?
Unbelievable! Impossible!
Oh, no, that was Sanford.
That's-
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Who was saying
Elizabeth,
I'm coming, baby?
I'm coming home, baby. Oh Lord, I loved it.
Bacon, I'm gonna click a button here, but before I do it, I want you to think about this. I think we need to take that audio and add it to this.
Elizabeth! I'm coming, baby! Oh, Lord!
Can we replace
He
this?
says I'm coming,
Unbelievable!
I'm coming, baby, yeah.
Impossible!
He says I'm coming, baby. You got to pull that audio.
Does
That
he
is-
say I'm coming, baby?
He
That's
says I'm coming,
gold.
baby. I went for home, and he did not say home.
Yeah, no, he
He's
says I'm
coming.
coming, baby. That is
Elizabeth,
fucking internet
I'm
gold.
coming, baby.
Yeah.
That's specific got home.
Yeah, this is. I think we've got 2 memes in that.
Yeah. Wow, what a deal.
That's a great deal. 2 for 1.
Oh, I don't mean to play that again. Sorry. I had a shorter version, but it's not working right now. So
Yeah.
whatever.
But what I'm saying is, for our not guilty bumper, let's replace
that's a good
cheering
one.
children with Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Elizabeth, I'm coming. Oh my God. Somebody, you know what we talked about? Like that needs to be a lo-fi or
Yeah.
Somebody
You
needs
know.
to pull it and just do something with it. Yeah, audience, do something for once. Fuck.
Impress us. Also,
impress us.
real quick, so
surprise
they
us.
can scan that QR code. Just go
Yeah.
full screen for a couple seconds. Now's your chance.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
All right, Katie, I think you are
Yeah.
next in our lineup
Just
here.
moving along, moving
Yeah.
along.
Move along. Nothing to see.
All right, well, gentlemen, I brought a very special one here for you today. I brought something that I believe might just be one of my favorite reaction gifts, as we're talking about reaction gifts. I believe, Matt, could you bring that up on screen? I'm not allowed to at the current moment. Y'all know Lance Reddick, correct?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P. But you Might know him as the iconic and legendary actor, Lance Reddick is known for his obscenely low voice and his terrifying characters. He's played good guys, he's played bad guys, and he's played walking in the gray area guys. In fact, if you're wondering to yourself out there in the audience who the heck Lance Reddick is and where he's from, you might have known him from The Wire. You might have known him from the John Wick movies. But
He's John Wick.
He's John Wick. Yeah. He's going to be John Wick in the new movies too. Yeah. And the
Oh.
TV show. But he's not just in movies. He's also in video games and lots of video games for his beautiful voice. This is Horizon Zero Dawn, where he lent his iconic voice and stature to the beloved PlayStation exclusive. In fact, you may even know Lance Reddick from comedy roles, such as Eric Andre's Show, or my all-time favorite sketch from Funny or Die. This is a sketch called Toys R Me, and one of my favorite clips. Hopefully we can hear this. Oh, nope, it won't play it. Can you play it? Nope, it won't play it. And essentially, a woman comes out of a bathroom, and he's been trying to get her out of the bathroom, and she says, "Can you chill out? I'm on my period." And he says, "No, you're not." Phenomenal. If you haven't seen Toys R Me, you gotta go see Toys R Me on Funny or Die. But of course, this doesn't work. That's okay. You may also know Lance Reddick from the iconic show Bosch. Now, Bosch is what this meme comes from. Picture here's Bosch Legacy, the thrilling crime drama that is perfect binge-worthy show with twists and turns. But most importantly, Lance Reddick, aka Chief of Police Irving. Yes, that is his actual character name.
That's
Irvin.
not it. That's first of all, you can't name your show after a dishwasher. And then have a character named Irving.
You know the
Irvin.
screenwriter.
Irving.
The screenwriter. loved it.
Irvin.
Irvin. Irving.
Irving.
Yeah, everyone just called him Irv.
I can't
Not-
imagine why.
Yeah,
Not
that's
everyone's
weird.
Irv. Just Irvin Irving. In fact, his reactions became so popular that a GIF fad was made out of him during the 4th season, and I cannot explain this GIF any better than the Uproxx writer Brian Grubb, who said Irvin Irving is the acting chief of police, and he has been getting jerked around by the damn fat cats in City Hall. At the beginning of this scene, he gets the upper hand on one of his tormentors. He instructs his driver to pull up next to the person's car, and then he does this. Now, since video's not working on my presentation at the moment, imagine just a car window raises up, and then the car drives off. That is the entire GIF. It's just him staring out like that, raising up, and then the car drives off. This meme is phenomenal and incredible as a reaction GIF. Whenever someone says something dumb in your comments, boom, Lance Reddick. Whenever your boss asks you for something last minute, like to come in, boom, Lance Reddick. Whenever your spouse bothers you for being like, "Hey, where's that thing that I lost that I can't find? I swear I just had it. Where did you put it?" And it's right in front of their freaking face, boom, Lance Reddick. Lance Reddick is perfect for this. There's another version of this. Oh, okay. That's fine. Yes, thank you very much. There's another version of this. It is a hard one to find. I won't lie. But it's just that. But he does this multiple times in the Bosch series. Bosch. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think we just stared into the void.
Yeah, it's like Last Jedi.
But he does this several times in Bosch, and there is another moment where he does this when he's rolling up on sort of a protest parade, and he raises it up. But every time you see this meme, you done fucked up with Irving. All right? So, dishonorable judges, I am asking you to please vote guilty on Lance Reddick's window meme. And why, you may ask?
Why? Yeah, why I ask out loud.
Yeah.
to myself.
Why?
Well,
Why?
we already know that dishonorable Judge Katie Hampton loves this GIF because it's the best reaction of dismissal. Lance Reddick himself is a national treasure and a phenomenal actor and a voice that no one can deny doesn't resonate in your soul. And also, Lance Reddick did in fact tragically leave us too soon after passing from what was reported as natural causes, say for cancer or unexpected heart disease. It's not really clear. There's a couple of missing pieces of information. There's been conflicting reports, but he did unfortunately pass away. And it was, I think, a congenital heart disease that kind of happened quickly, but his family says not really fitting with his lifestyle. So not really sure what happened there. But you can't find this freaking meme anywhere. All right. I want you, judges, go on your phone, try and text the group chat amongst us, Lance Reddick. Just put Lance Reddick in. If
Oh.
nothing pops up, that's a problem here. And then also, it's not just on your Apple iPhones or anything like that. It's also on Meta. You can't do it on Meta. Nothing comes up. You can also do Irving. Nothing comes up. You could do Bosch, but you get a little bit of Titus Welliver memes, and it's not quite the meme. So, judges, I think that this meme is phenomenal, and the fact that I had to actually convert this meme from the actual web and then put it into this presentation, and it is still not working, further proves my point that this meme should be judged guilty because it is not ready for the masses, and it does not honor Lance Reddick in the way that it should. So please vote guilty. Thank you.
I'm here. I'll full screen that for a couple seconds so help you out. I hope and pray, Judge, that later on down the line, we'll see how far this podcast reach is. If these issues are fixed in the coming months, that we will be able to reevaluate this and properly label it innocent. But based on your terms, yeah, I agree. It is unfair that it is so hard to find this.
I mean, I found it in 2 seconds when you were talking about it.
But how are you going to react to things if you can't pull it up easily?
Yeah,
and
you got to
go
Google it
copy-paste
and then pull that onto your desktop and then drop that into a comment. That's not.
It's not worth it.
No, that's not. You're.
But it is
you're
a great
over
meme
what
to
you're
send to
angry
each other.
about.
Yeah.
I'm not angry.
Oh, you should.
I think
if
if
you're
I
angry, you should use this meme.
think of. I mean, that one says bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
That's
I
fine.
think
I mean,
Bacon's putting his votes in.
Yeah, I mean, you just said type in his name, and I did. I found. Oh yeah.
Into the.
I mean, he's a
text-
very handsome man.
He's a very handsome man. Very.
Yeah. I guess I just don't. I guess I'm an old man, and I don't use those.
You don't use reaction gifs?
I usually Bing it, and then I paste it in there.
I hate you right now.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm
He
gonna
asked Jeeves to pull up the meme for
I asked
him.
Jeeves to do it. I'm gonna say not guilty because it was pretty easy. Like I typed in, you know what's guilty is that stupid fucking name.
Irv,
Irving.
I,
There we go. First one.
Yeah. Right there.
But you
yeah.
can't. It doesn't move, does it?
This one does. I showed it to you. It's right here.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
Mm,
Found it.
It's the perfect reaction gift. The perfect one.
Pretty good.
So I am I found it on Apple. I sent it to the chain. I typed in Lance Reddick window. I think you're right, Katie. You convinced me. It's my favorite reaction GIF.
Oh yeah, Nate was
Very,
able to
very good.
text it to the group.
There you go. There you go.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. How did you just copy it from the one that I sent earlier?
No, I put in the GIF keyboard, Lance
Okay.
Reddick window. And it was I had to scroll. I had to scroll like 20 down, but there it was. So
Oh, well then
Okay.
maybe it's my freaking phone. Wait, so what do you vote,
well, then I'm voting guilty on your phone, Katie.
I'm coming, baby.
Nate? No, I can't stand this. You know what?
Oh no, she's left us. Oh well, that's we deserved that. That was funny.
That's actually the perfect time to take a break. We should just take like a 7-minute break this week. 7
That
minutes.
sounds, yeah, we're running long.
And we'll be.
Let's do 7 minutes.
What are our 2 cases? Nate, you have one, right? What's your case?
Yes, I'm putting
Spears?
Britney Spears on trial
Ha ha ha!
because I want to ruin your pregnant wife's night.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, I forced my pregnant wife to watch the show. She's in the other room with the door locked right now, and she has to watch and leave comments.
Yeah,
Not a lot of
big
comments
tears tonight.
so far.
That Katie drive off was
Yeah.
hilarious, by the
And,
way.
That was great, Katie. That was really great.
And I've got another cold case from
Oh,
the
yeah.
VHS collection. So
Oh,
Excellent.
I can't wait. Those are so much fun. All right, we'll see you guys in 7.
All right. Oh. I thought that one was dead.
Dude, look at the flies. It is very dead.
Ugh.
I'm not dead. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, kitty, pretty kitty.
Yeah.
I don't need you talking about cat like that.
Yeah,
I don't like this at all.
I'm just old for a sponge monkey. This is not usually how long we could survive.
What's
Yeah,
the
to be
average life
fair,
of a sponge monkey?
You were old the second you were created.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In a lab,
That's
not
true.
by any human.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
my
made-
son.
Probably in Flash. And it's been discontinued. Flash Adobe.
You also talk like the current president. You have the same cadence.
Oh no.
Well, we're both losing our minds, so.
Yeah.
Are you
Like you're
also
being-
on ketamine?
It's like you're being surprised by every next word.
I can't believe every word how far I make it. The flies, get away from me. The flies, get away from me.
What if
Well-
you try strumming? It might like shoo off the flies.
My fingers don't work.
He's really ineffective at his only job in the commercial, which is providing the guitar. Sponge Monkey, my favorite thing about you being here is that it's the perfect lead into my cold case, which is diving into forgotten commercials. So
Nice.
I'm gonna go take a nap, though.
okay,
All right. Hopefully you never wake up.
later, Sponge Monkey.
wow.
Oh, there's Bacon.
Hey,
I
I was
Bacon.
just watching and enjoying.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be?
Guys, let me talk to you for a second about some big news that happened in the gaming world this week, which of course was a bunch of Nintendo announcements.
Oh yeah.
And it got me thinking about video game nostalgia. Remember being a kid and being so excited about video games and the places in which you could go to buy your video games? Like
Sure.
you had your GameStops.
Uh-huh.
Maybe there was a Toys R Us. I had a KB Toys near me that I used to love going to.
Oh,
Well,
KB.
today's ad comes from an even more forgotten store where you could go and buy your video game needs. And I have to say, this is a late 80s, early 90s perfection of advertising to sell video games. Here we go.
Looking for the latest video systems and games, Lionel Kitty City really speaks your language. Hi, do you have the video system with the game that goes?
My son wants the game that goes.
No, Dad, it goes.
Isn't that what I said?
So whether you want a video game that goes or one that goes, you'll find the best selection at low discount prices at Lionel Kitty City.
Lionel Kitty City, turn it round, upside down.
wow.
I do
I love
remember
it.
Lionel's. Yeah, the
I
frown
love
upside
that
down.
everyone took cocaine to do that commercial.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the most drug-induced commercial I've seen. Like something was off.
Oh
About,
my
something was off about this
God.
commercial, right?
This
Like,
is-
Did everyone feel it was off?
Yeah,
Am I
I
not
think
the
it
only
took
one?
them 41 minutes to film this and set it up and write it. Like it was quick.
This was a fever dream.
Oh, that face is horrifying. Can we NFT that face? That one too.
No,
Cool.
no. All right, sorry guys, I'm getting in my car.
mean-
How many teeth does that kid
I
have?
think I knew this kid's face actually.
Oh, God, ugh. And let's talk about his haircut.
Oh,
Yeah, your eyes aren't crossed enough. It's the crossed eyes that get me. That hurts.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah.
There you go. Now you're in focus. Now show us your minimal teeth.
Yeah,
More
Oh.
gaps in the teeth.
yeah.
Please.
You need. Yeah, you got to open your mouth wider somehow, but also
Yeah.
more pointed down.
Hey, go back.
I think
I
I don't know, man.
I would love to see the audition tape
Ah.
for this.
I feel like this was the
Well,
audition.
Oh, it's a young man's. It's a young man's face. It's a young man's
Oh my
face.
God! God damn it!
Oh, Matt could
Um,
NFT that. Oh,
Martha,
yeah.
I'm coming.
That's Martha. I'm coming.
Jesus.
Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby. Oh,
Yeah.
It's perfect. Don't go back. Hold on. Go back, Matt. Let's see here. Let's see if we can do.
We have to do it perfectly.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby.
Oh. Oh God.
I mean, look, a lot of people are doing a lot here, but I feel like we're really underwhelmed, like not giving enough attention to this woman who's doing like Pac-Man noises.
System with a game that goes.
Okay, so that's a
Yeah.
woman who really wanted to be in something more in her career, and she's like, "I'm just gonna move my eyes around a little."
Yes.
We're good.
Yes, I'm here
Okay.
for the paycheck.
Woo! My eyes, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
What year was
I
this
mean,
made?
This
This
has
has to
to
be 89.
I was gonna say 89, just based on the video game playback that we get
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
Zelda
Mario
2.
2 is in there. Yeah, Link.
Legends
yeah.
of Zelda 2. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
Ice
that's a-
Hockey
that's a
Jaws.
PC
Or
version.
Top Gun. Top Gun's well-known
Impossible.
shit game.
Impossible game.
I mean, also, we never even talked about. Can we get to that awesome logo? I mean, that bumper at the end.
Listen,
on
that
Yeah.
clap, I'm pumping this up for 1 second because that Kitty City clap in between. Love
Now,
it.
Pretty
here's the
good.
thing. Now, I do have to point out how it does insinuate that if your kid is sad, nothing's better than capitalism for them.
Well,
Like
yeah,
you
that's
need to
called
buy him a
parenting.
toy.
Yeah,
That's
Is
called
that how it
the
goes?
80s.
Is that what I'm in
That's
for?
just the 80s. Bacon.
Yes.
Oh,
Welcome to being a dad.
is that this? I don't. Oh man,
Just wait till you get
makes
divorced.
me more
It's
into
even worse.
capitalism, huh? Oh
You're
man.
gonna
Bacon,
have the
you're-
best song stuck in your head.
You're like 5 years away from having to discover what Roblox are, but
Nah,
I know what Roblox are.
well,
I know what
yeah.
Roblox. I'm banned from Roblox. I know.
I was gonna say, I was like, did you go to the prison game of Roblox?
The amount of times that I've just been asked or listened to Barb get asked, "Can you give me more Robux?"
Oh my god.
The fictional-
Oh.
The
Yep.
fictional money to buy fictional things in the fictional
Yep.
game.
Robux and V-Bucks. Yeah.
V-Bucks.
I've given that out for Christmas before.
Guys, you can get me V-Bucks for Christmas. That's totally fine.
But I guess my question is,
Uh-huh.
innocent or guilty, did this make you want to go to Kitty City and buy some sweet ass video games in 1998?
The bumper alone, the style of the commercial, but like I think the actors did a really great job. I really liked the employee. She did a really great job.
Yeah.
The kid did a good job. The dad did a great
So
job.
whether you want a video game that
She
goes
does a great job.
or one that goes.
But I'm gonna go ahead and just say that this idea, as a whole, I didn't like it. I didn't. The commercial was done, and I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you there, and I think that I think this is just low effort, just across the board. Like compared to that Lego one. we watched 2
this
weeks
looks
ago,
like they didn't even capture the footage. They just pointed a camera at a TV screen.
it was on a
you know?
tripod, right? And the bad
Yeah.
lighting and everything's gray, and it just I don't know, man. And also the haircuts are all asymmetrical. I don't like that. So I think
We're getting 290s.
She says the guy with that haircut. Look at your haircut.
yeah, exactly. So
Hold
I'm the
on.
expert. I know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
I'm glad you got rid of those sideburns.
Yeah, they were bad.
It's Judge on top, Lopez in the back.
That's right. That's right. It's the two-tone mullet, baby.
You've got the Sophia
love
Petrillo
your
hair.
Call it the Golden Girls mullet. I'm in.
Yeah.
And also, we didn't talk about Katie. I'm loving the shirt robe combination. Actually, that's actually
Yeah?
Nice.
it's like if Weird Al was a judge.
You know,
could get
I
him
do
on.
have to send
Yeah.
a cease and desist to Katie on that because the Hawaiian
'cause
shirt
you-
under the suit jacket has been my motif every week
This
on
is
this.
a
I
suit
seem to remember-
jacket. I'm
I
a
think
judge.
Katie-
God damn it.
I'm pretty sure Katie did it first too.
That's probably true.
You guys just wait until we disrobe today. So
Uh
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot we disrobe.
And by the way, yeah, that was creepy as hell. So guilty.
Oh, it's guilty.
Oh,
Whole
yeah.
case is
Listen,
Oh,
guilty.
guilty.
I just gotta say, it's unrealistic that dad is not doing like the gun noises, and that he's with his son and not drinking at the like bar around the corner, and that
Wow.
they're listening to the woman clerk in '89 about video games. That's not realistic. Why is there a kangaroo? Why is there a kangaroo?
Oh, because
Guilty.
Toys R Us has a giraffe.
Yeah, this was a
Oh.
line.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
M. Cocos.
Kitty City
I
is
did-
definitely where a lot of kids got kidnapped.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Jesus.
doesn't-
That's a sad thing to point out. 100% happened. Did they have the Toys R Us, where you got to run, like, we all fantasized about that, right? Like, that you could.
Yeah, the shopping spree.
Yeah, like
The
a game
shopping
show.
spree.
Yeah. Oh, we all dreamed of it.
Yeah, Nickelodeon used to have it. Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
it so bad.
My question was, there must have been some sort of rule because, like, most kids would have just ran to the video game thing, and why not grab every single video game?
So
but
my
they
brothers
never
and I
did that.
actually, my brothers and I entered that a couple times, and yes, there was a limit to what you could get from each one. You could only get so many Lego. You could only get so many video games. You could only get one bike. There was actual limits to it, and you had a monetary limit.
What?
Really? So
Yeah.
hold on. Did they ever explain that in the
No.
commercial?
It
Oh,
said
no, no, no.
rules,
Because as
it
a
says
kid-
in the commercial that rules and regulations apply, and that's how they got away with
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Because when you watch it as a kid, you're screaming. You're like,
Mhm.
grab more video games, you moron.
Yeah, they could only get like it was like 5, I think it was. But yeah, my brothers and I entered it, and we had to read all the rules. And yeah, there was a lot of restrictions. You could get all the GI
Wow.
Joes you wanted, though. That's why I wanted to do it.
Wow.
Were you able to?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
Oh my
we
God.
never.
I
wanted
just
to.
wasn't allowed near the stores because I would cry and want a gaming system for so long.
Aww.
You have that to
Listen,
look forward
Which
to.
one did you
Bacon.
want? Which one did you want?
I wanted everything Nintendo. And at one
Mhm.
point, when my parents were divorced, I asked both parents for an N64 and I asked for nothing else like the entire year. And they both got me an N64.
Hell yeah, that's one for each house.
Wow.
It was one for each house. And then they both got mad and one of them took it back.
Oh, that's
Oh.
bullshit.
This is my favorite story of being a dumb kid, but I think it was my 10th birthday. People kept buying me Super Nintendo games, and I was getting increasingly upset because I only owned a Nintendo. And then the last gift was the Super Nintendo, but not for 1 second did it pass through my brain that was what it was building up to.
Kids are
Matt
so
Kelly.
stupid.
Yeah. So N64 thing, like I knew it was coming out. Nintendo Ultra, whatever it was supposed to be called before. I saved up for it. I was like waiting for it. I knew the day it came out, like in September, I think. And I forgot, we like randomly went to Walmart one day, like the day before it was supposed to come out, or like 2 days before it was supposed to come out. And I just went back to the video game section just because I was like, gotta like know my exact path when it does come out, and I'm gonna know exactly where it is. But then I got there and they had the N64s out already.
Oh.
So I was able to
Oh.
buy an N64
Wow.
2 days early, but they wouldn't sell me any games.
Ah, well,
They
What?
were like, the games aren't for sale. We were told the games aren't for sale and we can't sell them. And I'm like,
So you
then
just
why
had a
is the
brick.
system out?
Yeah.
I'm like, so no, I literally bought it that day
yeah.
and took it
You have
home,
to.
and the whole weekend just basically held that weird controller
Just to
and
get
like,
used to it.
fantasized. And I'm like, I have enough money for Super Mario and Wave Race. I cannot wait.
That's hilarious.
And many a night spent playing No Mercy in my friend's basement.
Ooh,
Oh,
great,
I-
great
Mhm.
wrestling video
Yeah.
games. Oh, look at that.
That
Look
was
at
that was from that failed attempt to do a live stream for Geekscape.
yes, it was. We were all gonna do Mario Kart.
We were gonna Mario Kart with actual N64 digital controllers, and we could not make it work. So-
Yeah, it's difficult. It is difficult. I've tried that before. It's annoying. Look how beautiful that is.
This is the original
Wow.
one that I got to keep. Yeah, I love
Nice.
it, and I actually fixed it over the pandemic. And they're great games, you guys. Oh my gosh, Ocarina
Yeah,
of Time,
it's a great
Majora's
system.
Mask. Oh, so
I'm
good.
just
It's a
saying,
great
Katie,
system.
if you wanna bring that to Comic-Con for us to kill some time after the convention at your parents' place,
I
that might be a
will
fun time.
likely be bringing an Xbox, and yeah, I could bring that. I could bring a couple
Not
systems.
selling games with consoles. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Dude,
The
that's
Nintendo 64
ridiculous.
didn't come with a game when it first came out. Just one controller, too. Yeah.
That's insane.
That would
Well-
be unheard
Yeah.
of today.
Oh,
Switch.
psychotic. Yeah. Nate, I think you're supposed to ruin someone's night to
All right.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
proceedings.
Having so much fun.
I am sharing this. If you could put it up, there we go. The trial of
Wow.
Britney Spears. I want to talk about this. Oops, I went to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. I got you a lost necklace again. We're going to talk about this because it doesn't make any sense. Case study 001 Britney Spears. Britney, before you go, there's something I want you to have. Oh, it's beautiful. But wait a minute. Isn't this? Yeah, yes, it is. But I thought the old lady dropped it into the ocean in the end. Well, baby, I went down and got it for you. Oh, you shouldn't have. We all know that this is the bridge from Oops, I Did It Again. The implication here is that Britney Spears is living on Mars as a dancer. This astronaut flew to Mars, gave her the necklace from Titanic that he went to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean to get. I want to talk about this. Part one, the necklace. The heart of the ocean is $371 million to $500 million total. This 56 karat diamond is flanked by 103 diamonds set in white gold. It weighs 11.2 grams, the center diamond only, so it's probably around 11.6 grams. We know that the density of diamond is 3.53 grams per
Oh my
centimeter
God.
cubed. The density of water is 0.997
Yes,
grams per
yes.
centimeters cubed. So we can safely assume that, when she drops the necklace, it's going to sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ocean. The Titanic sits at a depth of about 12,500 feet in the North Atlantic. This is just off the seaboard of New York City. When you look at the currents in that area, okay, it's a circular current. The currents run northeast in the area of the Titanic. So we can assume that if the currents are slow in the Titanic debris field, we're going to assume that she dropped the necklace just as they were leaving because it shows the boat moving, but we're going to assume that it lands in the debris field. Minimal drift would be 6 kilometers by about 9 kilometers. If there's a hard current that day, it'll be roughly 25 to 30 kilometers. All right, that's an estimation. We can use
God
you
damn
doing all
it.
this
a squared
math
plus b
in
squared
your
equals z squared. Yes. We
Can I-
figure
Can
out.
can I interrupt for a quick second?
Okay.
My favorite part about everything that's happening
Uh-huh.
is that there was a different case that you were going to bring to us
Yes.
that I believe you texted us and said, having trouble with this one, gonna quickly do the Britney Spears.
Yes.
one.
So
Okay.
using a
Lopez,
squared plus
I
b
wanna
squared
see where
equals
this
c
goes.
squared. Thank you. A squared plus b squared equals c squared will give us the rough estimate of where this necklace is. We're talking
Mhm.
roughly 30 kilometers wide here.
Mhm.
This assumes it's not swallowed by a fish. Part
The
3.
whales aren't fish.
They are close enough. Let's talk about how we get there.
Marine biologist
Luckily-
Nate Lopez.
We have a real life expedition we had a real life expedition to the Titanic Ocean Gate.
no.
It costed about $250,000 per person. It took 8 full days. It's 2 hours down to the wreck, 4 hours at the wreck, 2 hours back with life support systems. The submersible
Oh my God.
can move at 3 knots, about 3.5 miles per hour, has 96 hours of life support for 5 people, roughly 55,000 liters of air per day, estimate of 100 hours of battery power, 5 hours of emergency backup. The search grid is going to be from 54 kilometers squared to 750 kilometers squared. Doing the math, that's going to give us about 2 to 12.5 hours per pass, about 20 hours per kilometer. roughly 10 to 15 days for this whole search.
Oh my God.
Total cost is going to be about $300,000 to $3 million. That's the initial estimate. But there's a problem. Oops.
Oops. No.
The submersible needs a robot arm.
Oh God damn it. God
you have
damn
to-
it. God
So you
damn
have
it.
to attach this robot arm to the submersible. There's only one. It takes a 5-day training course. It's going to cost you about $100,000. No backup, so don't break it. Problem: Ocean Gate doesn't exist. You got to start it back up.
Oh my
Or is
God.
the startup? Roughly, it was estimated to be worth about $66 million, had 50 employees worldwide, 3 total submersibles. Here's the issue. You're not sub-safe. You have millions in unpaid fines. Just to get it back up on its feet, it's going to cost about $50 million to $100 million. Okay? Let's assume you're successful. However, there is an alternative. You can use an unmanned robot submarine. This is going to be about $40,000 per day. We're going to guess roughly 8 days for $320,000 total, $100,000 for the ship to the site. This includes crew and supplies. Let's say you got it. So you have this necklace. You either took the submarine or you took the unmanned robot submarine. Now you have the artifact. Currently, all artifacts are owned by the Titanic. Excuse me. All artifacts from the Titanic are owned by the RMS Titanic Incorporated Company. There are 5
God damn
museums
it.
in the United States. They range from $34 to $7 entrance fee. You have to assume that the necklace is going to be sent to one of these museums for resale or, just for a touring show. You're going to have to get in. The sale, 18-month lead time, you got to figure that it's going to be on tour. It's going to sell for about $500 million to $1 billion. This is based off of the Hope Diamond, okay? That's probably not the path you're going to want to go. So you're going to have to steal it. Part 7 is
God
the
damn
heist.
it. God damn it.
The Hope
God damn
Diamond.
it. Ocean's 11.
The Hope Diamond is a real diamond. This is the closest thing we have. It's guarded by 4 armed guards 24 hours a day. It has impenetrable glass case. The case is lowered into a titanium pedestal each night. The museum is vaulted with active alarm systems. So you're going to need a crew. You're going to need one insider with high-level access, a hacker with intimate knowledge of the security system, one skilled jeweler to create an exact replica. You're going to need a team of contractors for a fake museum, enough costumes to make it cheeky and fun. This is going to take about $500,000 for bribes. Once you have that, now we can go to Mars. Currently, all flights to Mars are purely hypothetical. Initial estimates place the price between $100,000 and $500,000 per person. Again, this is based off Elon Musk's promises, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I would just become an astronaut. NASA training requires you to be
Oh my
US citizen,
God.
have 2 years of related work experience, or 1,000 hours of pilot, pass the flight astronaut physical, have a STEM degree, and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is going to take roughly 15 years to become an accredited astronaut. He's also going to have to grease the wheels to make sure he gets accepted. The Mars flight itself, again, purely hypothetical, is going to cost about $1 billion and take 18 months. In order to orbit Mars while you're there, because it's going to take a couple days, it's going to cost about $716 million per day. Some dangers, radiation, muscle atrophy, solitary life, unplanned catastrophe. There's a lot here to think about. But now you have the necklace and you're on Mars. Let's talk about Mars. You notice Britney Spears has a troupe of dancers on Mars, right? So you got to figure she has basics: utilities, habitats, storage facilities, workplaces, airlocks, resource extraction equipment, energy production, food production, propellant production, fuels, off-planet comms, moving equipment, and so on. She is going to have to it's going to take a while to set all of this up. We're talking maybe a century. So we're talking either time travel or cryogenic freezing. I'm not sure. This is where we start getting into the fictional science.
What?
Colony personnel. This is just a list off the top of my head. You're going to need everything from choreographers to overall directors, energy scientists, etc. It's going to be roughly $6 million per year. Estimated resources about $4.5 billion. That's initial estimate. $500 million once you're self-sustaining. There's a problem. Mars is a dead planet, so you got to wake it up. The first thing you'll notice is that he's not wearing a helmet. She's not wearing a helmet. They're outside. Atmosphere consists of about 78%
Oh my
nitrogen,
God.
20% oxygen, 2% water. The rest is just a bunch of gobbledygook. you are going to have to create an atmosphere. How do we do that?
Oh
You
my
need a
God.
rotating magma core.
Oh my God.
The core of Mars, to move it, you're going to need energy to move roughly 6 septillion pounds uniformly. This creates a magnetic field around Mars, which deflects radiation. That deflecting radiation prevents you from stripping these atmospheric gases. You're also going to need the pressure so that we can survive there. We're going to
Oh,
talk
no.
about that in a bit. To restart the core,
Quiznos is back.
you're gonna,
Time
You're
was
gonna need
yielded to me, but I don't
roughly-
know if I want to be here.
3.5 trillion megatons of nuclear weapons. Once you do that, now we can get gravity. The problem is that you notice that they're normal sized. We've seen the expanse. You know what happens on low gravity situations to humans. They expand, their skeletons get deformed. So we need to raise the mass of Mars. In order to do this, you have to farm the asteroid belt. So we need to crash about 1 million
my
asteroids
God.
into Mars without destroying the planet. Let's talk about total cost here. The total estimated cost is going to be about $6,607,020.34. Okay. You're going to need roughly 15 years for astronaut schooling, 8 to 15 days for the ocean expedition, 1 night for the heist, 18 months to get to Mars. This is just a guess, but you are going to have at least 2 centuries to set up that Mars colony, and it's going to take a long time to farm that asteroid belt in order to get 3.5 and you need 3.5 trillion nuclear warheads to start that
Right.
core. This is all just so you can say, oops, I went to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. I got you a lost necklace again. Here's the case. I don't think Britney Spears thought about all of this when she created the video. I think she just said it haphazardly. So, my fellow judges, I want you to rule against Britney Spears for not thinking this through and just writing something in a pop song that just doesn't make any sense. She's guilty, guilty, guilty. I rest my case.
Nate, we have a question from the audience.
Can you just create a biosphere
Is that
on Earth?
Pauly Shore? Is Pauly Shore in the chat?
I suppose
That's
you
a
could, but
biodome. That's a
but
biodome, Sponge
Oh,
Monkey.
what's the point of wearing an astronaut uniform if you're going to do that? If you're going to do this, you need to go all the way. He went to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. I think the least he could do is go to Mars.
Listen, this was the most insane rambling I've ever experienced, but
I
you
got
convinced me.
older.
You convinced me.
I got older doing this.
We're all getting older every second, Sponge Monkey.
Yeah. Centuries have passed for me in Sponge Monkey time.
Good.
Still got those flies though.
You do still have those
Get away,
flies.
flies. I'm just decomposing. I'm not dead yet.
So, yeah.
You brought some very tangible arguments. I have a few questions before I get my final vote out. Did you use ChatGPT for any of this?
No, I did not. I literally wrote this over a week. It took me a long time to do this.
Oh, I believe it. With
You're
how much
kidding.
it took me on some things. I gotta know. One last thing. Did you write this by any chance whilst you were proposing to your now fiance?
This has been a project I've been thinking about for a little while. It's been writing here and there.
I would love the scenario where he drops on a knee and then he's saying, baby, you need to give me an answer soon because I got to finish researching how much energy is needed to restart the core of Mars before we
Mars?
go home.
It's only
I'm
3.5
very
trillion warheads. It can be
I'm
done.
very, very impressed by this. I'm also terrified, and I vote for capital punishment on Lopez.
Thank you.
Nate, I gotta say, I really love this one. Would love you to take down more. I think a lot of songs in that time period, late '90s, early 2000s, were very. They weren't careful about the choices
Reckless.
that they made.
They're fast and loose
Reckless.
with their words.
Yeah, too fast and loose. And I think there's a lot like of music videos that we could dissect and figure out exactly how much money it would have cost for that situation.
Yeah, you've really opened up a Pandora's box
Oh,
here.
yeah.
On
Because
this
you
one.
also haven't even talked about how flippant she sort of is about the whole situation. It wasn't like he got her anything that great, even. Like, I've seen people react more to winning prizes out of claw machines than
I've seen
how she
people-
reacts.
Yeah, for
I've
all the
seen
money and energy.
people-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Katie.
I was just gonna say, I've seen people react harder to the opposite team that they're rooting for.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
you should be yelling, "Elizabeth, I'm coming."
I think
Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby. Oh, no.
I think if somebody came to Mars and gave me a necklace, yeah, I'd be a little more excited than she is.
All that work to get it. And also, like, you're potentially on the run. You know, you
Yeah.
didn't even talk about that aspect of it.
You're wanted somewhere, yeah. You know, you have to hide out.
This guy reacted more.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Britney Spears.
I
is
feel like
guilty.
that might be
Thank
the
you.
same, honestly.
Yeah, you in the scenario of the video. Now, with all this knowledge, he's gone through all of this with the expected result of now Britney Spears will definitely be my girlfriend because I've done this, and she gives the response of like every hot girl you tried to ask out in high school. That's just like, oh, that's so sweet, and then just like walks off with their friends to make fun of you. Like,
Oh my god.
You know what? I propose an amendment added onto
Oh.
this that isn't that it's Ben Affleck, right? In that.
I don't think so. I thought it was
no,
Paul
I think you're
Rudd.
thinking of the movie Armageddon.
I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking
that's what it was.
Paul Rudd from the movie Romeo plus Juliet.
Oh no, you know what? I
was
think
great.
like a false memory. I always thought that it was in that music video. It's just some guy.
I think it's
just
some handsome
goober.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, he's guilty for like doing all that work, wasting all these man hours, you know, just for a shot with Britney Spears. Like, and all he has to do is be like a normal guy.
I guess like the other part I'm thinking about though is she's got this whole thing going on Mars. What did he expect? You know, I feel like she's got
Is he
this
willing to
entire
move to
Mars
Mars?
life.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, I
Is
don't
he
know. If
willing
he
to
would.
move to Mars, or is
Can
he
he
expecting her to
dance?
move to Jersey or wherever he's?
Yeah, can he dance in a line? I don't know if he can do that. I don't think he has the chops.
Not in that suit.
Just want to
Exactly.
throw this out there real quickly because I was trying to see if that astronaut was anyone noteworthy. So I'm on the Wikipedia page for the Oops, I Did It Again music video. And just nothing to do with your case, but need to read this. During production, Spears was reportedly struck in the head by a falling camera and began bleeding.
Oh.
Spears's mother suggested that she suffered a concussion and received 4 stitches, but then continued to dance after
knives?
resting for just 4 hours.
See, she's a pro. She's a fucking pro. She's still
Well,
guilty.
it
though.
also goes to show how we treated head injuries in the
Exactly.
90s. Oh, you got your bell rung. Get right back in there, Brittany. Pow.
And even
We're
more
spending
exciting,
billions on this.
This is very timely. Final product premiered on April 10th, 2000 as an episode of MTV's Making the Video. So
Look at that.
you did this
A
case
week-
almost
25 years.
25
A week
years.
from today. If you
A
did
week
this
from
case,
today,
I
if
did
you
it
get
next
this case
week.
next week,
which was when it was scheduled.
That's when it was scheduled.
You would have almost accidentally did this on the 25-year anniversary of the music video's premiere.
that makes
Oh,
it even
fast
better.
car. Fast car is a way sadder version of this.
Yeah.
You got a fast car.
Yeah, I'd love to see
Oh.
you dissect Fast Car, Nate.
Listen,
That song
got a car.
lost the. Katie's like,
Oh,
I took it.
yeah,
Katie's got a
bye.
fast car. Off she goes, Katie, bye.
Oh, I
Katie
hate
used
that.
to be here. All we could see is that she has the same chair as me. And hi.
Nate, do you know what song beat Fast Car for the Song of the Year Grammy?
I do not. What was it?
Don't worry, be happy.
That's a great song.
That is a great song.
Bobby
video.
McFerrin seems like a weirdo, though. I
Well-
wouldn't trust him with my kids.
A guy whose entire career is only making the music with his mouth and body. Yeah, he's a little bit off.
You say that. I know plenty of great guys who are spoons players.
The spoons would count as an instrument. He does not do
Okay.
with any actual physical
He's
instrument.
he's like Michael Winslow, the
I was
singer,
just gonna say, yeah.
Mhm. which is interesting because we had that commercial. It all ties together. That commercial is a Michael Winslow
Oh.
style. Look at that.
Everything is connected.
Look,
Everything's connected. Look at that.
it's called the Zeitgeist.
Yeah.
That's
true.
that.
Well, with that sound, as everyone knows, it is that signals the end of court, where we all disrobe, and we talk about what we learned today. What did we learn today? I learned about a place to buy toys 30 years ago that is now bankrupt. And Katie's in a swimsuit.
I learned that it gets hot even though it's raining in LA. And if you just wear a swimsuit underneath everything, it all works out.
Yeah, you're ready to party no matter what.
Yeah.
I
What's your
learned
shirt
that.
say, Rhoda? I'm just
All right. I learned that sponge monkeys still gross me out.
Yeah.
They will always do that. I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those when I see those.
I'll see you in your sleep tonight.
I hope not.
Certainly
In
will.
your dream.
I truly hope not.
You
No,
know,
I really like them.
I learned that you can't trust the integrity of a music video director because they're not
Weird.
putting in the effort or the research that they should be to
They're not
young
doing the
impressionable people who are watching those videos and masturbating.
Still,
Right on
25 years later.
On that note, god damn. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Big
Bye.
Pharma.